First form, beginner's guide, bong and taan.
One of the movements we have in Silnem Tao is bong into a taan, or as you see it in the form, it looks like this to this to this here. But how would you apply that? Really, when you apply it, you don't want to be front facing. So you couldn't do this, the punch will just come straight over and hit you. The elbow goes up to the height of the shoulder, and it should be roughly in line with the shoulder as well. Okay, that way, when you turn your hip, it acts on the arm that it's kind of interacting with here. So if you imagine something's coming through here, punch is coming here, this hand's representing that. I'm going to get the elbow higher, I'm going to turn, and that can deflect then. It goes wrong when we sort of color outside the lines here, and then we're using muscle to try and pull this back in. That's not how it works. It works with pushing the hip and turning the arm. Now with the other hand, what we need to do is to keep this wusao facing the opponent the whole time. So it will look like this. You see how that wusao is turning? Almost like a rudder. And when you add both together, it goes near the bicep. Here, okay? Almost as if you were given like a weird round of applause. All right, so it goes right near the bicep here. You look straight down through the center. Now the move that comes after it in the form is taan. So from here, we're going to cover and taan. Bong and taan. Bong and taan. Now the wusao should always be looking roughly at the center of the other person. All right, so what we don't want to do is do bong here, completely ignoring the other person and leaving this space empty, and taan here, again doing the same. You always focus. So even though this hand is doing a lot of the action, this hand has to be efficient at the way that it monitors the other person. Really important, okay? So bong, taan. If we had a punch at the end, we can do it as a drill. Bong, into the punch. Bong, into the punch. Bong, into the punch. Let's do a few reps together. 1, there's the bong. 2, there's the taan. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. And there's our first bong. Notice there's the wusao looking at my partner. As he punches again, I turn. That's open up the space. I can punch through. So we'll do a few flowing, punch. And stop there. So notice when I punch, it's pointless leaving the hand here. See this line? I need to get it back my side of that line. Really important. I can't punch again, please. And punch again. Just leave it there. Because if he's defended, he now grabs my hand. It turns into a grapple. All right. So he punches 1, 2, forward and back. If this one retreats very quickly, then I can close in. You can use it sticking. Another way the bong can be used is that when we panic, sometimes the punch might come, you panic and you just pick your arms up. Yeah. A reasonably common panic response, right? It's just, don't hit me. Yeah. And when this comes up, similar to the bong, it's not structured like a bong, but it's of that family. We need to know how to get out of here safely. So you might want to, because look, I'm here, he can do, look, hit. He can hit underneath. He can hit around the back of my head and keep on piling the pressure on. So when this happens, we need to know to be able to get out of there efficiently. Bong, taan. So where it can be translated as punch this side, please, then punch the other as this, it can also be translated as get out of there. Now let's break down the components we're using. 1, we have a turn, juma. So we're lifting the toes slightly and we're turning on the heels, using your hips as a steering wheel. Here, here, here. Your center should be running straight into the middle. You shouldn't be leaning from side to side. Yeah, you're not dancing, okay? You're supposed to be turning to generate power or to receive force, okay? So we're turning here with our bong. Then, look, this is the line of the attack. So I'm going to cover that line. Here we go, look. Taan covers it. It opens it up. And it's because it's open where I can punch, pull it back. And I can try it again. Bong, crosses that line. Making sure we don't do this. It stays in line with the body. Hand near the bicep, as if you're doing a weird clap. Taan, crosses the line. Punch through and pull it back. Push and pull. Don't leave your hand out here, even though in the form we do this. And we'll leave it. That's not how you apply it. You punch and pull. Here. Out and back. Out and back. Out and back. Well done. Let's have a look at something else.